Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to SNSN's continuing coverage of high school basketball. We are now going to get ready to start the ECC Division II tournament. And we have Montville taking on your Griswold Wolverines. The Wolverines seated number 6, Montville seated number 3. Kevin Merchant, these two teams have split the season series.
Yeah, it's been a good series between these guys all this year. Griswold comes down to Montville earlier in the season and wins by 14, and then Montville just in our neck of the woods in Griswold last week, and Montville pulls off a 54-51 win. So these teams are evenly matched. Griswold comes in at 9-11, and Montville comes in at 8-12. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a war tonight, Michael.
Yeah, and these two teams are very evenly matched. We said that the first time that we were here. It was really interesting, too, because the crowd really got into it. And
some of the crowd got out of it.
Some of the crowd got evicted, got checked out of here. So
they did.
So
it was funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. It's like, don't be a fan, don't be a fanatic, right?
Yeah, two good teams though. Two good teams, and the thing is, they've had their struggles during the year, and not necessarily with their playing, but with their personnel. Because Montville started off with not its whole team. Griswold did the same thing. Griswold lost Jeff Suvanats early in the season. He hasn't played for 11. He had 11 games that he hasn't played. Christian Russell was just out for the last 3 games. And the other thing, on the other side of the court, Montville was in the same situation where they had not had all of their starters. And I believe today both teams have all of their personnel here. How they're utilized is yet to be seen.
And the one you were talking about as far as Montville is concerned, who has not played yet against Griswold, they haven't seen, is Bernard Hawkins, number 4. And he's a game changer. This kid is like, about 6 foot maybe on a good day, and he can dunk.
Yeah, he's one of these kids who can slam it off the backboard and he can elevate, that's for sure. So it's going to be very interesting. Again, Jeff Suvanats, my understanding is he's going to start tonight.
Yep.
And he has not played in 11 games. So, when you get into real competition and you have been injured for that long, we'll see how Jeff does tonight. But it's gonna be an interesting game, Mike.
I just kind of wonder if the Wolverines are going to struggle a little bit with a different lineup, that they're not used to over the last week or so. Now, we know the Wolverines are on a 5-game skid. Montville, on the other hand, has won a few in a row.
They've won 4 in a row. Four in a row now. So they're coming off different mentalities probably. And the thing is, it's a new season, and both teams are starting a new season tonight. You can put everything aside, and we're starting the ECC tournament, and it starts all over.
You know what? That's you couldn't have said it any better than that, Kev. All bets are off.
Yeah,
all bets are off.
Yeah, you forget everything that happened, if it's possible, and you start anew. And this is the first game of the new season, and you're out there trying to bust your hind end to get this win.
Right. So we thank you for tuning in today to SNSN, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you may be watching us here this afternoon. It's an early game. It's a 5:30 game instead of a normal 7 o'clock start. Usually there's a JV game that, goes on before the varsity game. However, with the ECCs, there's no JV tournament. So they're going to start right off at 5:30. So here comes the Wolverines starting lineup. First one, Evan Merchant, number 11.
Evan had 35 here last time, and in Griswold he had 20. So he's had a good run against the Indians.
Michael Strain, who's been deadly in the middle. And then his brother, Jacob Strain, number 2.
Oh, my gosh, there's another Strain coming up, Michael.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. They did them in reverse order tonight.
That's
Normally
Lucas.
It's 1, 2, 3.
And here's Jeff Suvanats, number 12, who's back for the first time in 11 games. So that's your Wolverine starting lineup. The last game was Bacon, wasn't it, for Jeff? Did he play against Bacon?
I have that here.
All right, for Montville, Cam Clinton gets the start along with Anthony Barbuto. Barbuto is a junior. Number 2, LeBron Maurice, a junior. Bernard Hawkins, now that's the guy right there. Number 4, he's a senior. And then, of course, Chaz Turney, number 24, who as a senior, about 6'2", and did quite well last game against Griswold. Now it's time for our national anthem. You know, Merch, I'm pretty excited. I think this game is going to be a very good game. It's going to be a back-and-forth contest. I think it's going to be also a very physical contest. Absolutely going to be a very physical contest. You're about ready to start the game. The jump ball looks like it's going to be Souvenance, who's wearing a little bit of a protector on his right leg. Ref, you ready to go? He's ready to go. It's rock and roll. Souvenance is ready to go. He's at center court. And I'm assuming, I'm not going to assume. I'm just going to wait. Who's going to do the jump ball for Montville? Now it looks like it's going to be Bernard Hawkins. You ready, Merch?
Yeah, we're ready there, Michael. A little nervous about the, about how this is going to pan out here. But hopefully the Wolverines will do what they're capable of doing.
All right, let's play some basketball. Montville gets the tip on over to LeBron Maurice, number 2. Goes to the right and hands off to Bernard Hawkins, who comes to the left of the key. Calls Turney out, who sets a little bit of a pick, but nothing happening as Maurice takes a shot. That's not going to fall for him. Michael Strain with the rebound. Merchant at the top of the key. He's going to throw it on over to Lucas Strain. Back to Merch. You said, Kevin, Merch had 35 here last time.
Yeah, he had quite the game. He had the best game of his career so far. And he had 20 against them last week in Griswold. And almost threw a bad pass there.
Souvenance went ahead and brought it down.
You know, they haven't had that impact player underneath the hoop like Jeff for the last 11 games. So hopefully he can come in and do something really good tonight.
Cam Clinton with a steal over to Bernard Hawkins for 2.
That was really quick.
Yep. Now, one of the things that we talked to Coach Molesky about this morning was how the Wolverines sometimes speed it up a little too much where they should be slowing it down. And you notice in their first offensive set, they did. You got away with the travel there. The first offensive set was pretty slow and kept it down. So
Michael hits one under the basket. Good movement on the ball.
Yeah, Michael's been really, really tough.
Yep.
On the inside.
You know, Coach Molesky has said that Michael plays like a 6'4" guy, and he's, 6 foot. So he's been playing really, really good underneath the hoop. He's a tough kid. He's a strong kid. So he can pull rebounds down and go back up with them.
2-2 is the score. Just under 6 to go in the first. Mike Minarski, John Harden on camera. Turney on the inside. Puts it in.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
John Harden on the camera and Kevin the Merchant providing.
Chaz Turney had a terrific game here. Their first game. I think he had 23, 24 points as well a while ago.
Merch for 3. It sails right over the board, but it's off of Barbudo. Ball's going to go back to the Wolverines.
5:26 here in the first quarter left to go. 4-2. Montville Indians over the Griswold Wolverines. There's
Strain for 3.
Jacob.
Yep. Good.
Well,
Subinants with the rebound, and they're going to call foul. Is that going to be on Jeff?
I think it is. Is it?
We're going to see in a second here. Subinants, yeah, Jeff.
Yeah,
Welcome back, Jeff.
I think he had it the first time, and then he had to go back up again, and that's when the foul was committed. And, wow, nobody.
Nice block by Michael Strain on Maurice to get the ball back on out to Cam Clinton. Over to Hawkins, drives the lane, and he loses it. Michael Strain takes it, but it fumbles out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Montville. Told you this is going to be very, very physical.
Christian Russell coming in for the first time in the last 4 games. He's replacing Jacob Strain. Christian's the guy that they really missed over the last few games.
Maurice misses the layup. I'm sorry, that was
wow.
That was Hawkins.
Lucas Strain draws the charge on that.
4-2 Montville. 4:54 to go in the first.
It's going to be a barn burner, Michael. It's going to be. I think going to come down to right at the end. We'll see. 2 teams who really want to advance in the tournament. Nice pass.
No. Maurice gets the pass. Easy basket underneath. Molesky shaking his head. 6-2. Indians. Merch for 3.
No, that one's short.
Short again.
Like by a foot.
Montville getting the ball up really, really fast. That's for 3 by Barbudo. No good. Merch with the rebound. Here he comes. And he loses it right to Chaz Turney. And he's going to take it all alone. And no good. But the rebound to Hawkins for 2. Molesky's going to get a timeout. Why? Because it's 8-2 and Montville's going on a run. He wants to slow it down just a little bit, I would think, Merch.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit out of control here, and they gotta reel it in, make sure they play their game and not Montville's game. Because if they're going to play Montville's game and run like they do, they're going to get down a lot more than they are already.
So the score is 8-2, 3:53 to go. It's very early in the ball game, but you don't want to let Montville or any team get ahead that quick, because now you're going to be scratching from the bottom of the barrel trying to get out.
Always tough to catch up. It's always tough to catch up. And Montville's come out here with a very good lineup here tonight. So, Griswold's got to stand up to that.
So the winner of this ball game right here will play Saturday. Plainfield High School is going to host it. There's another game tonight at 7 o'clock. Not here, but it's going to be at Windham. It's Plainfield and Windham. Christian Russell over to Lucas, and Lucas loses the ball, and Cam Clinton just took a nasty fall head first into the barricade.
Great hustle, though. I'll tell you what. Great hustle.
Yeah.
Stole that from Lucas and almost had control, but knocked out of bounds instead.
Right. Christian Russell, he's going to take it for 3. Almost off the back rim. Hawkins with the rebound.
They are quick,
Yeah.
Michael.
That was not a good shot from Montville.
Nice rebound by Michael Strain, of course.
Lucas to Murch for 2. 8-4.
Sometimes when Murch doesn't hit those first couple outside shots, when he gets a layup, it kind of gives him a little more confidence.
So to dial in a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Turney with a fadeaway jumper, air ball. Murch with the rebound. He's looking to drive hard over to Christian Russell. On to Michael Strain. Nice fake. But Hawkins gets a piece of it.
What a great steal by Hawkins.
And the Indians are running, and Hawkins throws it away as Turney cannot hold on. He can't even get it.
It's pretty quick up and down the court, Mike.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
I'm getting whiplash.
Oh, yeah. We got a neck brace over here. I think you bring those with you every game, so I got one of those, and we can tie that on you.
How you doing, John? I'm getting whiplash down here. Strain for 3. In and out.
They need to hit one of those. Give them some momentum.
He was open. It was a good shot.
Oh, no. He's a good shot.
3-point bucket there for Maurice, no good. Suvenance with
Jeffrey.
the rebound.
See, I think that's where that lazy pass. Jeff hasn't been playing for 13, 11 games.
Barbudo
you can become lazy.
Gets it in, but right to Christian Russell. Going to take it to Michael Strain to the hoop. Not happening. Hawkins another rebound, but drops it. And Cam Clinton is right there.
Could have been a travel.
So here comes Montville again, 8-4. 2 minutes to go.
Seems like it should be 20-18, doesn't it?
You would think, the way they're going back and forth and forth. Hawkins, nice. Oh, and he misses it. And the layup misses, and he backs it up to Christian Russell. And here we go. Murch wide open for 3. Bang. There you go. See, you just said it.
That's a good sign.
Murch has got 5.
That's a good sign. So
you said it. He's got to dial in. Got the rebound.
You miss a couple. You get your confidence by going to the hoop, and then you come back and say, "Hey, I can do this."
First 3 of the game for either team goes to Evan Merchant. Suvenance kind of kicks the ball away.
That was actually a kick. I think he should have been called for a kick, but maybe it was incidental, so it didn't matter.
Hawkins gets the ball knocked away. And
look at
Jeff is all over the place. Strain, bounce pass to Christian Russell to Murch for 2. Montville's going to get a timeout because the Wolverines said, we're back, baby.
Wolverines say, let's play ball. Let's play basketball, guys. Good ball movement. A lot different than the first couple minutes of the game.
Yes, sir.
So in 1:05 to go, Griswold has leaped ahead 9-8.
And we're going to take a quick break ourselves right here. You're watching high school basketball, the ECC tournament on SNSN.
Hey, I'm Jess, but you can call me the Tire Queen. For the best deals on tires, come and see me at Advanced Automotive on Route 138 in Griswold. Call me at 860-376-8687. But definitely don't talk to my dad. He's definitely not the Tire King.
And right now, Jess the Tire Queen has great deals and excellent service waiting for you at Advanced Automotive, Route 138 Griswold.
Tire Queen!
And we are back here at Montville High School, home of the Montville Indians. 9-8 the score. Griswold enjoying their very first lead of the game. Evan Merchant has kind of busted out a little bit in the last few minutes. He has 7 of the 9 points, and Michael Strain has the other bucket. And Montville with the ball. I'm going to be tired by the end of the first half if this keeps up.
I know. Oh, nice stop by Murch. Oh, nice pass. Oh, nice hoop.
Wow.
That was really
nice. Little alley-oop, kind of like around the world layup there by LeBron Maurice. 10-9 Montville. Murch with the ball back on over to Lucas. Little pick there by Michael. Lucas trying to pass it over to Murch, but it was they tried to say it was off of Montville, but no. Montville gets the ball. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 10-9 Montville.
Coaches for both teams. Rob Molesky in his 12th year here at Griswold, and Tim Strong, who is Montville Indians coach. Very animated on sidelines. Really
popular.
Really in it for his kids, yeah.
Sean Garvin into the game for the first time today. in for Souvenance. Nice defense for the Wolverines. Can't get anything inside.
Oh,
Ball
nice,
is stolen
nice steal.
by Lucas. Takes it in. Good! At the buzzer, count it.
Wow. That's the way to end the quarter. That's the way to end the quarter.
That right there gives you momentum.
Oh, boy, we've said it right along that the Wolverines have a tough time at the end of quarters when they try to hold the ball for the last shot, and they either don't get the shot off, the ball's stolen, they have a tough time having a play, getting that last shot. And this wasn't a play, this was a steal. But guess what? Those 2 points meant a lot going into the next, in the quarter number 2.
And we're going to take a quick break right now. You're watching ECC basketball on SNSN.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Mike Minarski, Kevin Merchant, and John Harden on the cam. John does it all.
He does.
There's nothing he can't do.
John's one heck of an announcer, I'll tell you that. I listened to him all summer long with the Little League, Senior League, and really, really good at what he does.
It was a great acquisition for SNS.
The starting lineup back in there for the Wolverines, including Jeff Souvenance, Strains, and Evan Merchant. Nice move. Gives it to Michael. Oh!
And he gets it.
Powers that up and in.
13-10, 3-point
Powered
lead.
that ball up and in, Michael.
Yes, he did. 3-point lead for the Wolverines. They're trying to get it inside. They do to Turney. Spins off the glass. Souvenance skies up there and gets the rebound. Here come the Wolverines once again. They slow it down, give it to Michael Strain. He says, no, I'm going to pretty much take it myself. Put it up, and it counted. 15-10, 5-point lead. Strain with 6. Merch with 7.
That rebound by Jeff Souvenance on the defensive end, that's kind of what they have been missing. And that was should have been a travel.
Hawkins lost the ball. Lucas to Jeff, and that's going to get taken away by Cam Clinton, but out of bounds back to the Wolverines. They get a date on Saturday. Whatever team wins tonight. Lucas to Michael on the inbounds. Up and wow. Is he getting the shooter's roll
Holy
or what?
Moly. Dropping it because he's got great position, Mike. That's why he's got good position. And you throw that ball up there and you never know what's going to happen. It's going to bounce around.
Strength, and balance.
Yeah, sometimes it bounces in, sometimes it bounces out. But he's had the luck of the bounce already tonight.
They are taking Montville out of their game right now, and that ball's out of bounds. Cam Clinton stepped out of bounds back to the Wolverines. And the Wolverines are playing good basketball.
They are playing great basketball. 17-10 now. 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah. They just got to they have to maintain this. That's been their issue all year. They've had some streaky kind of things where they go up and then they kind of lose that momentum and can go back down again. Playing it wide right now. They're playing it wide. A lot of long passes. Going to get sore arms up there.
They're waiting.
Montville in his own defense, so it's all about passing. It's all about passing and finding that open guy. And once you find that open guy and he can hit a shot, that's how you beat his own defense.
The ball's going to go out of bounds to Montville.
See, that's a killer when you take all that time to pass, and you throw it away. You at least need to get off a shot.
17-10. Griswold. That almost got away from Hawkins. He's going to go to the hoop. No. Turney. Shot's not going
I
to
think
count.
on the floor, maybe this foul. Let's see.
Is that a Michael Strain?
Michael Strain,
Yeah.
foul on the floor, so no shooting. It's only it's the third foul for Griswold.
Yeah, Montville with no fouls. 3-point attempt there for Maurice. And he sinks it.
That'll get you back in the game really quick.
That ball was off of, looks like, was it
Hawkins, maybe? I'm not
Hawkins?
sure.
Yeah, off his foot. Christian Russell ready to check back in for the Wolverines.
And again, this offense is okay as long as you can get a shot off. If you're passing and eventually make a bad pass, it doesn't work whatsoever. Jacob. Nice move to the hoop. Great move to the hoop by Jacob Strain.
You know what I noticed, Merch, is that they're waiting for their shot. They're being more patient than they have in a while. And that's going to be a foul on Montville. Looks like, is that Tyler Howard? Tyler Howard picks up Montville's very first foul of the afternoon. (19-13). Griswold up by 6. 4.5 to go in the first half. Mike and the Merch. John Disco Harden. Merch for 3. Montville with the rebound. Nice move by Barbuto, but couldn't, and he's mad. He slams aside Christian Russell, and he gets it stolen away. Right back. And he's going to get it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Maurice lost it. And there's Merch all the way to the hoop. And he is the one who finishes the sequence.
Holy moly. Couldn't quite even follow that, Michael.
Wolverines are saying, I can run with you.
What in the world? What in the world? Oh.
Chaz Turney.
Yeah, I'm not sure Taz didn't take that ball out of bounds himself. And I think he took a little bit of an extra step there, too. Yeah. But, hey, Montville ball. Got 2 great refs here tonight, by the way.
Guys we've seen in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Quick pass into Hawkins, and it just dribbled right off of him. Out of bounds. Wolverine ball.
They are being very patient. Very patient. 3:29 left. 21-13 Griswold here in the second quarter.
Michael Strain gets fouled.
I think that was Lucas. Was it Michael?
That was Michael.
All right.
They're all similar.
They are very similar.
But very different.
Very competitive. We've said that all year.
Mm-hmm.
One gets a foul, the other got to get a foul. Oh, by the way, the third one's got to get a foul too.
So Michael is going to go ahead and shoot 2. He sinks the first one. Did they put up on who the foul was on?
Oh, probably. But they didn't leave it up there.
Michael gets it both. Michael's got 8 points.
Yeah,
in the
Michael
second quarter alone. 10 overall.
10 overall, yeah.
And a 10-point lead.
Michael's a great foul shooter too, so he's a guy you don't mind getting to the foul line.
Hawkins couldn't make it fall. Here come the Wolverines. And Lucas went to the hoop. And that's going to be on Barbuto.
It seems to me so far, Michael, that the Wolverines are very composed tonight. They're not out of control. They're controlling the ball. And it seems to me that Montville is a little bit haphazard. They're throwing the ball this way and that way. They're not finishing plays. And that's been the difference, I think, so far. Doesn't mean it's not going to change, but so far.
Here's Lucas. And he gets the first one.
And foul shots, as we know, are so important. And, last game they played against Woodstock, they couldn't hit a foul or a layup to save their soul.
Barbuda back into the game for Chaz Cherney on the Montville side. 2 for 2. Wolverines are 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. 25-13.
A bigger lead than I expected to see, but again, still very early in the game.
Barbuda put up 3. Suvenance with the rebound. Nice fake there by Strain. Suvenance gets the ball, and it gets stolen away from him. And here comes Barbuda, a little behind the back, razzle-dazzle, but it got stolen away.
Oh, and I think there's a foul.
And
I think Barbuda fouled.
Clinton just got ran over.
Maybe not. I'm not sure who fouled him.
Well, they're not. All of a sudden, they're not putting the numbers up on the. I think it was
number 3.
It was number 3, so that was Clinton.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to have any influence.
Well, they did at the beginning. Christian Russell for 3. Bang!
Huge 3 for Christian Russell. Gets him back in the scoring column. 28-13, Michael. We never expected a 15-point lead at this point in time.
My goodness.
2:26 left to go in the first half, and Griswold is really turning on right now.
They are starting to run away with it right now, but you don't know.
Right now.
You don't know.
We've seen so many ECC games, and on any given night, any team, no matter what their record, can come out and play the best game and beat their opponents. So it's
hold on.
Mike's trying to get
the numbers. The numbers for the player.
The official scorer to actually let us know who the fouls are on, because we don't get that information, but the official scorer does, and they're just not putting it up on the scoreboard.
The fouls. Player number. Well, they were doing it.
Yeah,
and then they stopped.
Yeah, if we happen to get ejected, it'll be Mr. Minarski's fault, because he's yelling at the official scorer from across the court.
Well, though he put his ears up like he was like, kid, like he wanted to hear.
At least it was his ears and not his finger, so that's good.
Well, anyway, 28-13. Here we go. 2:24 to go in the first half.
So, Griswold has to keep this going. That's the problem sometimes, is they don't have that killer instinct where they keep everything going. They kind of lax off. And that was another not very good shot, but
Clinton comes
back, and puts that back up and in.
And that stops an 11-0 run for the Wolverines.
28-15, 2 minutes to go, the first half.
Murch is going to take it to the hoop, but no, he passes it off to Suvenance, and we're going to have a jump ball situation.
And it's going to be Montville.
Montville, yeah.
Unless there was a foul call. It was a jump ball, right?
Jump ball, yeah.
Yeah, see, those are the things that kind of, can create a little momentum going the other way. So we'll see. 28-15, a minute 50 to go here in the first half.
There's Hawkins. We didn't see him the first couple of games. Turney, turn around, jumper, no good. 3 Wolverines on the backboard. Strain. Didn't arc enough. Hit the front of the rim. Hawkins trying to drive it. Throws it down to Turney. Off his hands.
Chaz is really good on their hoop, too, and it just hit off his hand. And it was a hard pass, but it hit off his hand, went out of bounds.
And Turney, he hit 23 points the first time we saw that. He's only got 2.
Good ball player. He didn't have a lot. Oh, that was a bad pass. He didn't have a lot in their second game either. So he in their first game here in Montville was he was a powerhouse, and he played a terrific game, and he was very aggressive. And back at home in Griswold, he didn't have the same game, and tonight he's a little bit off too, I think.
And I noticed they're going to Hawkins a lot.
See, there's a little out of control. Little out of control.
Murch, 3. Oh, The kids dialed in.
When things go right, they go right, Michael. 31-15.
16-point Wolverine lead. Montville just can't buy a shot right
Hawkins
now.
is off. This reminds me of last week when they played Woodstock Academy. Oh, Murch was short. Michael gets it.
Strain.
Oh, no foul.
He got away with a foul there. There's a third shot attempt. Murch, no good. They're still fighting for it. Montville comes away with it, and they're going to call Murch for the foul as Barbudo hits the deck.
I'll tell you what, that was a great offensive rebounding display, though. We had like 3 in a row, and any one of those shots could have gone, but they didn't.
Did they call a foul?
Yeah, I think they called a foul, and Evan. They did. Of course, they're not. They haven't accommodated you by putting some numbers up there yet. But
yeah, I don't know why they stopped.
Yeah, they're just mad now because it's 31-15. I don't know. Sorry.
Those stinking Griswold boys. They want everything. Gavin D'Amico into the game for the Wolverines. Turney, no good.
There's a lid on that basket for these guys, just like there was with Griswold against Woodstock last week. It is down 5 seconds to go. Oh, that's not how you want to end the half.
And then Hawkins brings it down. So now 31-17 at the end of the first half. Montville running and gunning, but can't find the bottom of the bucket.
And the thing is, Michael, what's happening to Montville right now could happen to Griswold in the second half.
Absolutely.
We have seen it over and over.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
No,
you
you
absolutely don't know.
No.
So we're going to take a quick break, right, Murch? We'll be back in a minute on SNSN. Did you know that Allstate Insurance, the Trahan agency, has 2 offices now, Plainfield and East Lyme? And that's good news for you, since Kevin Trahan has been in the insurance business for well over a quarter of a century. Plus, he's easy to find. Just search in any browser, Kevin Trahan, Allstate Insurance, and when you get to his Facebook page, you'll find tons of helpful information on questions you may not even have thought to ask. Allstate Insurance, Trahan Agency, Plainfield and East Lyme, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football. The holidays are over and it's time to start paying the bills. Let Cash for Cars help you out by taking away that old jalopy in the backyard. You know, the one back there. Cash for Cars will tow away your cars, trucks, SUVs, and pay you $300 to $400 in cash. Blown up, no title or keys, they don't care. Call Cash for Cars, 860-373-2556, or shoot them a message on Facebook. Search Cash, the number 4, Cars. Cash, the number 4, Cars. And get paid now. And we're back here at Montville High School. It's been a very, very fast ball game. It's been up and down the court, Merch. And very physical, as we thought.
Yeah, and Wolverines had everything clicking here in the second quarter. They outscored the Montville Indians 20-7 in the second quarter. And even at the end of the quarter, they could have had a basket, and Montville came down and got an easy layup. So there's a 4-point differential there. But Griswold's got everything in gear right now, and let's see, how this halftime goes. And halftime, you come out and, things can change very quickly.
Well, we've seen it. I mean, we've seen the Wolverines ahead by a sizable margin, because were they not up by 14 at home?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure they were up by 14 going into the third quarter against Montville, and then they ended up losing. Was it 76-75? Am I remiss there? Or?
Yeah, you're remiss, because it was 54-51. I think you're talking about the Stonington game.
The Stonington game. Yeah,
I don't think they're up by I don't think they're up by 14. I do have.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, actually, at halftime, the last time they played in Griswold, Montville was leading 31-27 at the half, and then Griswold was leading 43-41 at the end of the third quarter, and ended up losing that game 54-51. Yeah, but it's been very, very competitive between these two teams. So if you think Montville's going away, they are not going away. They will be back out here with a vengeance, because I know Tim Strong, and this guy brings everything on the court, and he brings that through his players. And if this isn't still down to the wire at the end, I'm going to be very, very surprised.
Check the scoring in the first half for Montville. LeBron Maurice, he leads Montville with 7 points. Cam Clinton with 2. Bernard Hawkins has 6. And Chaz Turney, who had 23 in the very first game that we did here against Griswold, has 2. Over on the Griswold side, Lucas Strain, he has 4. Jacob has 2. Michael Strain, he has 10. Merch with 12, leading all scorers.
Well, again, he had
and Christian Russell with a deep 3.
Yeah, it was really nice to see Christian come in and hit that 3, because Christian is definitely a scoring threat. And when Merch or Lucas are off, you go to Christian. He settles the score for you, and he hits a 3-pointer here or there. And Christian was their high scorer for a few games when he was starting in place of Jacob Strain, because Jacob was injured. So and then Christian twisted his ankle, not even playing basketball, is on his way walking to school, and he was out for 3 games. So having Christian back, he's a definite scoring threat. Having Jeff back underneath the hoop, to go up and get some of those rebounds that nobody else can reach, because this kid can sky. Huge, pluses. And I think maybe, again, the confidence of the whole Griswold team is up now, because they have their whole team. They have their whole team right now. And
well, they're missing, Matt Perea, who's like their backup center, 6'4", but he's had a back problem that he's been fighting pretty much all season. Coach Molesky told us. this morning on the morning show.
And Matt filled in a couple of times really, really nicely for the Wolverines, but Matt's a freshman. And
He'll be back.
yeah, oh my gosh. The thing is that Matt's a freshman, and it truly takes some time to get into the system, to understand, you go from 8th grade, you don't all of a sudden play seniors in high school. So Matt's learning the game still. But he was a force underneath. He had a couple of very, very good games. So,
hey, you think you could give us the numbers when the fouls, because they're not putting it up on the board? Just
turn around and do the same thing for us. That'd be great. These guys are so accommodating.
They're very nice, yeah. Yeah, it's just because we want to make sure that we tell the people that are watching.
Just do it that way, then do it this way. If you can,
if you can.
You just help us out a little bit. Thank you so much. And if you don't, that's okay.
So what I would like to know is the people that are watching the video feed, wherever you happen to be watching it, whatever service you are using, are you watching this on a device, a laptop, or are you putting it on your television? I would like to know how you are enjoying this game today.
If you're not putting on your TV, you're shorting yourself out, because you watch on TV, that's great.
Yeah, you wait till next year when we have a four camera system.
So I think we got the starting lineups all back for both teams.
Yep.
And ready to go here in the third quarter. 31-17, 14-point lead for the Wolverines. And let's see if they can maintain that.
All right, Evan Merchant to inbound the ball. Somebody you know. You know him?
I know him a little bit.
I know a guy. Suvanats gets the ball, and they're going to hand it on over to Lucas.
They just have to stay within themselves. Stay within themselves. They did a lot of passing the first half and looked very comfortable on the court. Yep. They weren't throwing passes away. Of course, Montville is going to press a little bit more right now because they're down by 14 points.
Lucas went up for a shot.
Yeah, I think that was a foul on Jeff.
It was on Suvanats. Suvanats.
Hey, there you go. Even if you announce it. That's great.
Cool.
Like that.
All right. Maurice bringing the ball down for the Montville Indians. We are in the third quarter, and he'll just stop and pop, but no good. And Hawkins gets the ball and whips it down, but nobody there to get it. And the ball's going to be, well, we don't really know.
That ball is every which way but loose here.
It's like a...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It's kind of like a pickup game right now.
Oh,
that was a beautiful shot.
That was a circus shot, but it went in, so...
There's a foul on the floor. I think it's on Barbudo. That's his second. So they're going to run and gun, I guess, in the third. This is going to be a battle of who's going to last.
I'm telling you, it's going to come down to the wire, Mike. I think it is. Griswold's got to maintain their composure.
And the inbound to ball, Michael Strain. And kind of got it stripped.
See, this is what we cannot have this happen.
And the Wolverines are getting the ball and then right back. And another one on Suvanats.
I think it was Jacob.
Was it Jacob? It was Jacob, yeah. They got to slow it down. Or Montville's going to creep right back into this game.
Montville's so quick. They're just so quick. And they do play a little ragtag. They play a lot of street ball. But sometimes in street ball, those balls fall in the hoop. That's all it has to happen is you get the ball in the hoop.
12-point Wolverine lead. We're in the third, 31-19. Nice drive to the hoop there that does not fall for Cam Clinton. Wolverines get the rebound. Strain. Wow.
Oh, that was a nice shot by Lucas.
Lucas just floated. He looked like he flew in
He did.
slow
He
motion.
floated that right in there. That was great. Nice shot. Right down the middle.
That's one for the highlight reel.
Oh, he called an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Michael Strain takes the offensive foul.
And that's going to be on Hawkins. Wolverines up by 14 and the ball.
6:02 left here in the third quarter. Maintaining that 14-point halftime lead so far. We'll see what happens here. Full court press. Oh, Murch almost loses it, but he gets it over somehow to Lucas. Over to Michael. Michael goes right to the hoop. I don't know why I'm doing play-by-play, Mike.
Oh,
I'm just like, oh, my God.
I'm kind of kicking back.
I guess I'm a little excited. I'll shut up now.
It's a Clinton.
Was it Cam? Yeah, those guys are doing a good job over there now, letting us know that's perfect.
Lucas trying to inbound the ball, gets it to Michael, over to Jacob. Murch with the ball, looking to see what he can do, and he's going to drive the lane. He's going to stop, pop, and no good, but he's going to get fouled. He's going to get fouled and get 2 at the line. That's going to be on Maurice. So the Wolverines are 4 for 4 from the line. Knock on wood, don't jinx it.
Shh, you shouldn't have said
Come
that.
on,
You shouldn't
come
have said it. You know, we do it every time.
Here's shot number 1. It's in.
You were lucky.
13 points for Murch.
I've jinxed him all year. So every time I say something, he does something the other way.
Lead is 15. And he misses the second one. And
technical. You got to call a
yes,
technical on that.
They're going to call a T there on Barbudo, who just slammed the ball down just in frustration. And I think the entire Montville team is just frustrated right now.
They've I'm telling you, they've had a lot of shots.
Did you get the name? It was on Barbudo, and the technical was on Barbudo.
Right. I think the personal was on Barbudo, and then he slammed the ball down and got himself technical, which counts as a personal foul.
Right. So that is 4 fouls altogether because he got 2. He got 2 on that one.
Correct. Oh, so that's his 4th.
Yeah.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you. Suvanac is going to go ahead and shoot the tee. And he gets the first one. And they're going to shoot again because he got fouled. So now Murch is, no, actually, okay, that was the foul. Murch is going to shoot the tee. Oh, make it. Nope. It's Christian Russell who comes in. Hi. You got a good seat, though. Christian Russell sinks the first one.
And they're going to get the ball, Michael.
And they're going to get the ball.
So that was a very, very costly foul,
For Montville,
technical foul, and possession.
Yeah.
This could be a 6-point play here.
Another one.
Very costly.
They hit all 4 shots, and they're getting the ball back.
Up by 19 now with 5:34 left in the third quarter.
They have opened up the lead another 5 points here in the third.
It's all about composure. They have to stay composed, make smart passes, not take dumb shots.
Tyler Howard into the game for Montville. Barbudo going to sit down because young man, I believe, is probably a little frustrated right there. And that was a nice little pick there by by Cam Clinton. And he got his pocket pick there. Oh, my God!
What a nice up and under by Lucas Strain.
And Hawkins was like, where was the foul?
Everything is going the Wolverines' way right now at the moment. Again, don't Don't get sloppy out there. I think that was Lucas had a foul.
Yep, Lucas just picked up his second. The Wolverines have opened up to a 21-point lead, 40-19. So this is what happens when Coach Molesky comes on the SNSN morning show.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, it's the only thing.
Can you bring him on before every game? Just for fun of it?
Just saying, man. I mean, what's different? Well, he came on our show this morning. That's what's different. Clinton almost stopped and took the shot. Maurice on over to Clinton for three. No good, out of bounds. Christian Russell.
Wolverines got their mojo going right now. They're kind of almost unstoppable at the moment. So we'll see. A lot of time to go.
Dejan Dort makes his entry for the first time. He's a 5'7" junior.
I think Coach Strong is just trying to find a right combination. Just get a combination that can score some points. Can move the ball. I tell you what, these Wolverines are moving the ball like crazy right now. Great pass from Jeff to Michael. 42-19 with 4 minutes and 11 to go. And a charge. Jeff, I think, has taken his second charge now. Is that on?
I don't know, but it was a charge. 42-19. It's starting to get ugly.
Ugly in a good way.
Yeah. Hold on. Trying to get the number.
Do you know who? They probably don't remember either. Yes.
So, Merch, what does Montville have to do to get back into this ball game?
Start scoring a lot of points.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and the thing is, what happens when you're down this far, you start defending it in a different way because you're become desperate. And when you become desperate, you're two on one, 3 on 1, but that always leaves the open man. And the thing is, Griswold tonight has had more composure than I've seen them in the last half dozen games. So I think they're ready for that. So as soon as the double team, triple team starts coming, Griswold will have 1 or 2 open men. And they've been able to handle that so far.
Griswold's already in the bonus.
So they've got everything going for them. If Griswold, and again, knock on something here, if Griswold happens to, really fall apart and lose control of this game, that would be a real shame. So we'll see. They've been playing very, very well. They've been playing very well, very composed. Guys making big shots.
And it's a completely different look for the Wolverines tonight, with Russell and Subinats back in. And Montville's just having a bad night.
Well, and again, is Hawkins his first game back? Is that what we
No,
heard?
it's
not his second,
yeah.
But still, you got a kid who hasn't been playing. Well, we have 2 kids who haven't been playing, but it just depends. It's all, sometimes it's about chemistry, and sometimes it's about desire. Sometimes it's about different things. But Griswold's got it all going right now. They're moving the ball well.
Russell for 3.
Christian hits it.
He's dead eye from 3. Let me tell you.
Christian is tough. He's the guy that can, when you're concentrating on Merch
and another steal,
and Lucas and Christian comes up and hits a 3, it takes the whole game and puts it somewhere else.
Subinats goes to the hoop, and they're going to call a foul there. Looks like on Maurice.
45-19, 3:20 left here in the third quarter. Griswold is having their way with the game right now. They almost look unstoppable, but never say never. For the Montville Indians. I'll tell you what, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm impressed as anything with Jeff Subinats' foul shooting. Yeah. The kid hasn't played in 11 games. He's 3 for 3, I think. he's putting him up there like he's been playing. Although maybe with his injuries, he's been doing a lot of practicing at foul shooting.
Yeah, that's true. That could be.
Look
Make
at
it
this.
4 for 4.
Boom. Boom.
They're 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Hawkins, another errant pass. Suvenance picks it up on over to Michael Strain.
It's just one of those nights where everything is going right for the Wolverines and everything is going wrong for the Indians, which we did not expect.
Michael Strain, count it, 2 more.
Tried to draw a charge under the hoop, and it just wasn't going to be had. So.
Point lead.
Oh, he traveled. But I'll tell you what, right there, the travel was a lucky call because otherwise Lucas would have had 2 because he made a nice steal.
30-point lead. When's the last time we saw this?
Geez.
1923. No.
And they might have been up by 30 points, but it was in the fourth quarter against a team that wasn't the caliber of Montville, and all the JVs were in. That's when we had a 30-point game before.
Nice pass to Dort for 2.
That's his first 2 of the night.
Yeah. He's been in only a few minutes. Just throw the ball around, boys. Oh, Merch says, I'll just take it for 3. Bang!
Nothing but net on that one. Merchant, for 3. That gives
16.
Evan 16 and Michael with 14.
You're going to call a foul there as Maurice tried to get the ball into the hoop.
I think that's on Jeff.
That's Suvenance, yeah. That's 3. And LeBron Maurice, who has 7 points, is going to shoot a couple. And there you go.
Yeah, it's just not their night. It's just not there. And we've seen it with Griswold. I mean, they're just nights that it's not their night. So we have a timeout here. 52-21 with 2:02 left to go in the third quarter, Michael. I would have never in a million years expected the score to be this at this point in time.
You know, I mean, the other thing you got to look at, too, and here's kind of an intangible, is the Wolverines have been in the bonus for 3 minutes already. They're going to be in the double bonus pretty much for the entire fourth quarter.
Well, again, I think Montville's got to get desperate with their defense. And, again, typically that leaves an open man or there's a lot of fouls. And, you know, closer to the end of the game, if it gets a little closer than this. If it doesn't get closer than this, they won't do it. But closer to the end of the game, if it gets closer, they're going to foul just to get the ball back.
Right.
So, and so they're in a double jeopardy situation now. They don't have any fouls to give. They have no fouls to give. So every foul is going to be on the line.
There's a joke there, but I won't use it on Mixed Company Radio, you know. I'll tell you later. Hey, subscribe to our YouTube page, everyone, SNSN Radio. You can click the bell so you will be alerted to upcoming broadcasts of contests.
Maurice. Oh.
And steal there by Cam Clinton. Loses the ball trying to, and then it comes up with and they're going to call a timeout.
Wow. Heads up, Lucas Strain. That was a nice, great call.
So, yeah, please, you know, we ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is SNSN Radio. It's youtube.com/C/SNSN Radio. Or just go to the search bar and type in SNSN Radio. Please subscribe to our channel and you'll be alerted. And as long as you click the bell, you'll also be alerted to upcoming broadcasts, whether it's the CIAC tournament or ECC games Saturday. Right now, it looks like we'll be at Plainfield High School on Saturday.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself. I'm telling you what, Michael. Stranger things have happened. I know. We have 30-point lead with 1:46 left in the third quarter. But the these Montville kids are no slouches, and Tim Strong is not either, and he's going to fight this game out to the bitter end.
You just can't count Montville out. Their second half has been very productive for them. They're the number 3 seed. There's a reason why they're the number 3 seed. All right, here we go. $140.
They've only scored 5 points here in the third quarter, Michael.
Well, they only scored 7 in the second. They're going to call a jump ball there between Dort and Michael Strain.
Going Montville's way.
Yep.
But I wanted to, comment back at Lucas calling that timeout when it, looked like it was going to be a jump ball. Lucas calls time, so he didn't give it over to Montville at that point. But they ended up getting a jump ball call anyway. So the possession arrow turns now to Griswold here. Ooh, that was a charge and a half. Oh, my goodness. He almost knocked Michael out into the hallway. I think he might have missed that. But
called it on Strain, right?
Yeah, Michael, I think. And I thought, yeah, Michael,
I don't see Darian Sherwood, we think, is number 13. He's into the game for Montville. Wolverines, Murch.
Nice pass by Christian Russell right there, boy. I'll tell you. They moved that ball just. They say they've found their stride here tonight. They're just making great passes. They're not doing anything wrong. They're hitting shots. Very unlike the last game that we broadcasted at Woodstock Academy, where they couldn't hit the side of a barn. 54-22.
Michael Strange skies right on up there, and Sherwood is going to go ahead and tie him up, call it a jump ball, but back to the Wolverines. 31-point lead. 31 points.
Again, Montville scored 5 points here in the third quarter.
Michael got away with a walk there.
And Griswold scored 23.
They called it off.
I called travel.
Yeah. Well, he is lucky because he traveled the first time. And they didn't call it on him.
54-22, 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Griswold in the commanding lead right now.
And Murch and the mic.
Murch and the mic.
There you go. A little different, right?
Very different. And
that ball was...
and Murch he didn't even know that was coming at him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a direct pass to him, too.
Kind of saw it out of the side of his side eye there. Christian Russell for 3 off the far end of the rim.
That would have been a nice ending to the quarter.
And
hits the rafters.
Maurice sends one flying across to try to get a bucket at the end of the third quarter. However, Griswold with a commanding 32-point lead.
Yikes.
Going into the fourth quarter of play.
Just a huge surprise to me. We know Montville. They come off a 4-game winning streak. They have a good team, and they're just having one of those nights. And Griswold on the other side is having just the opposite night. They're everything's clicking for the Wolverines right now. And if the next 8 minutes prove to be what the first 24 were, Griswold's going to be playing on Saturday. Is that a nighttime? Is that nighttime or is that afternoon?
No, it's going to be afternoon. And I said that. You said, don't count your chickens before you hatch.
Because I've seen it happen too many times.
Yeah. Whatever, Murch. Whatever.
I
All
always
right.
get nervous when I start to think ahead like that.
That's okay. All right, we are in the fourth, just about ready to start. Montville's going to out. They're going to inbound the ball.
Yep. They got a hill to climb here, but guess what? Montville's quick, good, and we'll see how this all turns out.
That was a beautiful move by Hawkins.
Sorry, what happened?
I'm not sure.
So Montville's going to have all out full court press because that's what they have to do. They need the ball. You can't score without the ball. They got to get the ball back.
That's a nice pass into Russell. Back to Jacob Stream. They're going to get it over the timeline.
I think Christian and Jacob have made a big impact on this team today or tonight.
That was a kick ball. Back to the Wolverines.
And maybe not even as physically as much as mentally. It's have their full team back is a big confidence booster. And I think Coach Molesky is making them aware of the fact that they got some depth now. Yeah. They got some depth.
Murch got he has 16 and
I think he's got 18.
18 and Michael's
got
14.
Yep. You just got to get the ball in bounds. The ball in bounds. Call timeout. Yep, there we go. Thank you.
Sure, they probably called a 30 there. So the team they're going to play next, we don't know. It's either going to be Plainfield or it's going to be Windham,
which they have not had great luck against. They were completely taken out of the game the first time they played after they lost the night before against Stonington. And all that week played 5 games in 6 days. And the next time, they
think about that one. They played 8 games in 10 days. They were gassed.
They were
absolutely
and
I
think because they lost on a last second shot the night before that Saturday. So they played the night before against Stonington.
Yeah.
Unbeaten in Division III. They have the lead. And they end up losing that game on a last-second shot by Dorian White, who is a superstar, by the way. But I think that just took them down, not only from the physical standpoint that they are tired, but it took them down mentality and mentality-wise. And they came out so incredibly flat against Windham at Windham that they were down 16-0 before they even scored.
That was on Hawkins. And are they going to be in the double bonus now? Or is that
no, not yet. I think that's the ninth. So it's 1-1.
So Michael's going to shoot 1-1 here. The next foul will put him in the double bonus. And it's up and good.
Tell you what, their foul shooting tonight has been impeccable. I mean, they've done a great job. I think the only miss was Murch on one of his 2 shots. You got Jeff and Christian shooting the lights out. You got Michael shooting the lights out.
Michael's 4 for 4 from the line.
Gives him 16.
Holy cow. Barbudo to Turney. That's something they've been missing all night long.
Yeah, Chaz lit it up when they were down here the first time, and he's just not getting as many opportunities as he is.
Christian Russell with a pass into Lucas. Here comes Hawkins. Nice bucket.
The thing is, for Montville right now, they can't trade buckets. You trade buckets, you still stay down by 30 points. And that's what's happening.
58-28. Now, no matter what, no matter who wins this game or who loses this game, there still is the state.
Oh, yeah.
They're still the states.
Oh, no. And Montville, I believe, just qualified for states.
Mm-hmm.
They are, like I said, at the start of the broadcast, they're 8-12. That 8th game is the game that qualifies for states. And they had to win out. They had to win those last 4 games that they've won in order to qualify for states. So for these guys, it's not the end of the season if they lose tonight.
I think
they still have a way to go.
I really think Montville's a better team than their record indicates. I mean, we've seen flashes of greatness from this team.
Yeah.
I mean, Turney is tough.
Yeah.
You know, especially that first game. There was no quitting that young man. And that was in a 14-point loss.
They've got talent.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. They got talent. You know, I think it was Aiden Johnson, number 1 for the Indians, who has not played tonight.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot there by Hawkins. Hawkins taking over a little bit here in the 4th for the Indians. He's got 6 points.
I think he's got 14 on the night. Oh.
He got hacked by Turney.
Jazz Turney's a strong kid who is now complaining to the referee, but he almost took Lucas's arm off.
So that is the 10th team foul for Montville. So that means that they're going to be Wolverines will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Yeah, and that's almost 7 minutes. For 7 minutes, they'll be shooting two fouls and 2 foul shots.
And Lucas misses the first of 2. Suvenance is going to come back in, and Jacob is going to take a break.
There we go.
1 for 2. 29-point Wolverine lead. 6.5 to go. Hawkins dishes it off, but unfortunately goes to Lucas Strain, to Suvenance. No good, and Maurice comes down with it. Up ahead to Turney. Turney and Hawkins have combined for 10 points here in the 4th. Suvenance put it in strong. Jeff's got 6 in his return.
Not sure what happened there.
They called a foul on Suvenance.
Was it a foul or a warning?
Or maybe a warning.
I think he might have thrown the ball off to the side.
Okay.
I think
you're right.
After the
because there was no announcement.
After the hoop, he threw it off. See, that's the Chaz Turney we saw the first game.
27-point lead. And I think no matter what, the game is pretty much out of. I don't know. Here comes Montville. Underneath to Maurice.
I think Coach Molesky needs to calm these kids down a little bit. Call timeout. Just get them under control.
Kristen Russell sinks one.
But that helps a lot.
Russell has 10.
So you're going to be running gun for the next 5 minutes and 31 seconds, Michael. 63-36, 5:31 to go here in the 4th and final quarter.
That's on Lucas. Lucas Strain, that's his 3rd. Which is going to put, they're going to shoot 2 here, but that's going to put Montville in the bonus as well.
1-1, yep.
But Hawkins is going to get 2. Nope. Oh, it was a 1-on-1 situation.
You missed it. And
Turney. But Turney, who has 8 points in the 4th quarter alone. 25-point lead. 8-0 run. Well, minus the 8-0 run. Murch for 3. And right back to Michael Strain. Michael Strain has been in the right place and the right time all night.
Michael's relentless under there. He's there all the time. Every time you look up, there's Michael again. There's Michael again. Getting the rebound, put back. I'll tell you what, Michael is a force. He's a force under the hoop. And that's why Coach Molesky said it's like having a 6'4" guy under there.
Yeah. Jacob's back in. Christian Russell going to take a seat.
Murch and Michael both have 18 now for the Wolverines. Need to break this press. There we go. That wasn't too hard.
Murch going to drive the lane, kicks it out.
Good move by Murch. Good move. Don't
I think
force
they're going to burn some clock now. Is I think what they're going to do.
Yeah, as long as they don't do that, it's okay to burn clock.
They're going to throw it
out of
away.
bounds. He burned some clock. That's been a little bit of an issue for them all year. When they try to burn clock, it works for a little bit and doesn't always work and end up with an errant pass.
Christian Russell back into the game.
65-38, 4:39 here in the fourth quarter.
Jacob Strain takes the seat.
Wolverines up.
27 points.
Got to get rid of it.
Got to get it over the timeline, and they're going to do that. Oh, there's a foul there by Hawkins. A little bit of a reach.
They have to be aggressive. That's the thing. They've just got to be aggressive. And you got Christian Russell on the line, who's kind of a dead eye.
Yeah, there's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it.
Christian, I'm not going to say he doesn't miss because as soon as I say that, he will miss. So that's my jinx. So I'm not going to say that. Christian's a pretty good foul shooter. That's what I'm going to say. He's a pretty good foul shooter.
Gets them both?
Yep.
$12 points for Christian Russell off the bench. It's going to be off Suvanant. Oh,
Yeah, it's off Turney.
Oh, it was off Turney. Okay.
He's had a couple of those tonight with real quick passes under the hoop and tough to handle. That's all. Oh, nice drive by Lucas Strain. Brings him to 13 points on the night. 69-38, 3:58 to go here in the last quarter. Ooh, a push off by Hawkins, but nice play.
Nice play, and he's going to go to the line for a 3-point play. And the foul is going to be on Suvanants. That's
Bernard Hawkins with 16 now for the Indians.
Him and Turney both have,
17.
He's got 9 in the fourth alone. (69-41), 28-point Wolverine lead.
Merch got lucky in that one because that wasn't a great pass, but Montville ended up knocking it out of bounds.
Nice grab there by Merch on over to
nice
Jacob.
Pass to Jacob.
They're going to slow it down. Christian Russell, and they're trying to foul.
There's a foul there. Yeah, that's from Montville's standpoint. That is the wrong wrong kid to foul. I'll tell you. That could be 4 on maybe.
That would be
might be
fouling out. Russell 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
13 points for Christian on his return here after 3 games out with a sprained ankle. The boy can shoot foul shots.
6 for 6 from the line.
71-41, back to a 30-point lead for the Wolverines. Nice. Look at Michael go up there. Oh, my goodness.
And the pass fielded by the Montville police officer.
$3:20 to go. 71-41, Griswold. Hawkins up.
No good. He's trying to come down with it, and he gets it, and he's going to get fouled. Is that on Jacob?
They've stopped announcing it again.
He said number 2. So
did he say number 2?
Hawkins gets the first one. (18 points for Hawkins.
You'd almost think that with 3:10 to go, Molesky would clear his bench, but I don't think he's that comfortable yet. I really don't think so.
Gavin D'Amico is in the game.
Yep. Came in for Michael. Gavin's
he's another strong
kid down below. I think they're just going to wait to get fouled here. Nice pick by Murch. I thought it might have gone out of bounds. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Out of bounds.
There was no place to go there.
Yeah. Sean Garvin is going to come in. Jacob's going to sit down. Garvin was in for a couple of minutes in the first.
There's Chaz.
We're seeing a different team by Montville than we did in the first 3 quarters. Oh, another, yeah. Hawkins got him on the hand. That's 4 on Hawkins.
He and Chaz Turney have basically done all the damage here in the second half for Montville. Again, 71-45 Griswold with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the game. Winner earns a trip to Plainfield on Saturday to play the winner of Plainfield and Windham.
Looks like they're going to empty the bench. Here's
they've got a whole crew coming in.
Be Tommy Matson, Kyle Rude, and the future Ryan Tate.
Wow. Great performance by the Griswold Wolverines tonight. Yep. Beyond my expectation, I'll tell you. I know what they're capable of, but they haven't been doing that tonight. They put it all together. They put it all together tonight.
Wolverines batting the ball around, and it's going to go out of bounds, but right back to Montville.
Ryan thought that was off Montville, too, because he let it go.
Tommy Matson in the game. Lucas is out.
Yep, all the starters are out. 202, 72-45. Huge confidence builder for the Wolverines right now.
Nice drive by Maurice for 2. Still a 25-point lead.
Gives him 12 on the night.
Garvin says, "I'll take 3." Why not?
Sean doesn't meet too many
Gavin
shots
D'Amico
that he doesn't like. Get away, Gav.
Comes into the game and pays some dividends. Maurice is smooth, man. Got a little slide and glide to the hoop.
Oh, Tommy.
Ball right back to Montville.
Playing soccer. Even the refs are just letting this one go.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's just so blatant.
That's on,
it's
for
on
example,
Sean,
that's on Shawnee Garvin, yeah. 74-49.
I don't know if they've scored 74 points this year. I can check that.
Let's see, Bridget, you're saying when is the next game? Well, if you go to snsnonline.com and look at the sports news, all the times are listed right there.
Was there some sarcasm in there?
No.
Oh, okay. Just
not at all.
That's 16 points for Maurice. Coupled with a 19 from Hawkins. And
Montville is lit it. They've lit it up here in the fourth. Tommy Matson on over to Kyle Rude. Off of Rude. And back to Montville. 23-point lead.
They had 75, Michael, against Stonington, who is the best team in their division.
Yep. Maurice,
but
no
this
good.
this is second to that with 74. Still have 45 seconds on the clock. I'm sure that Coach Molesky will want to just hold the ball out right now. I'm sure he doesn't want to go to the hoop.
Gavin looking for Kyle Rude,
Gavin
but Kyle Rude was already past the ball.
Gavin was looking to go to the hoop. 35.2 seconds on the clock. 74-51. Huge victory for the Wolverines.
Why does Molesky still look a little nervous?
I'm telling you. There's a 3.
Why are you doing stuff like that?
It's because of these guys who can really play the game. These kids from Montville are no slouches. They just had a bad night. Could not hit. Everything's bouncing out.
20-point lead. And there's 10 seconds to go. Just hold it. This game is over. Tommy's just going to go ahead and
Griswold faithful very excited about tonight's game because of how these kids play tonight. So you know that they've got it in them, and now they have some confidence to go on to the second round.
Yep. So they are going to go in the second round as Montville, the number 3 seed, has now been knocked out of the ECC tournament.
Still in the States.
And
still go to States.
That's a dangerous 6 seed right there.
No kidding.
So Griswold wins the rubber match, takes 2 out of 3.
And both their wins were in Montville. Which is, kind of against what the flow would normally be or the norm would be.
Yep.
You'd think that they have their better, the advantage at home. And they come down here and they shoot the lights out and they win by 20 points. And they were up by 30 for a good part of the game. Second half, certainly.
So let's take a look at the scoring. Like in the fourth quarter alone, Montville really kind of owned it. Let's see, they had 6, 9, 11, 19, 22, 20, 31 points in the fourth.
Yeah. And the problem was they didn't do that the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
They came alive in the fourth. And again, they were in desperation mode. They had to get points. But yeah, they had
that's
a
why
great
I said
fourth
we've seen a totally different Montville team in the fourth quarter than we did in the first 3.
Yep.
So let's go down to, let's see, as far as the scoring is concerned individually. LeBron Maurice, I tell you, that the kid really impresses me with he's very smooth in his approach to the basket.
He's slick. I mean, he's weaving through, especially right near the end here where he's making some baskets that nobody else on the floor could make. He's weaving and bobbing and hitting his foul shots.
Well,
but
as far as the team leaders, the Maurice and Hawkins both had 19.
Yeah. They didn't have enough of a supporting cast, though, unfortunately.
No.
Those 2 kids played very well.
Turney had 12.
Chaz Turney came on in the fourth quarter. But I think the difference is the Griswold kids spread it around. They spread it around, and that's really important for them. And the addition of Jeff Souvenant's back today after being out for 11 games. Christian Russell being back today after being out for 3 games. I think that was a huge confidence builder, momentum builder, and they really played team basketball tonight. They played team basketball. They played with confidence. They controlled the ball. There wasn't a lot of errant passes, no unforced turnovers. And I think all of that combined, and they actually, came out in control and took this game over right from the start.
One thing I noticed, too, is they played a completely different game, but with the simple fact that with Souvenant's back into the game, he was able to kind of pull out a little bit instead of being underneath the hoop, which opened up a lot of good looks for Michael Strain. Usually, if you notice, Souvenant's was down in the paint, but they played him in like a power forward role tonight. And I don't know if you saw the defense; they kept coming up, and Strain had a lot of good looks underneath, and it shows with his performance. 8, 10, 14, 18 for Michael Strain.
Yeah, he and Murch had 18, and then, like I say, you've got to spread out the wealth. And Lucas and Christian Russell both have 14. So you have 2 18 points, 2 14 points. That's what you want every game. You don't want to be able to, as the defender, as the opponent, you don't want to have to be able to concentrate on 1 or 2 players. And if you control those players, you win the game. In this case, they got 4 kids in the mid-teens, and that's what you want. You want to spread it around, and you want consistency amongst those kids. And then when you get that, it's hard to defend. It's just hard to defend when you have, on an average, 15 or 16 point scorers, that you're trying to defend.
Well, the Wolverines actually had 4 people in double figures tonight. Lucas had 13. So
Lucas had 14, right? I think.
So just 14?
Yeah, that's what I say. Lucas and Christian had 14 each, and Michael and Evan had 18 each.
Yeah.
So when you spread it out like that, you can't just concentrate on one or two players as the opponent, like Montville. There's 4 kids who can hit those 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points a game. And when you do that, you win a lot of games. You win games.
I was trying to validate your point, about spreading it around and stuff like that. And, you're absolutely right. When you have 4 people, 4 players in double figures, it's hard to lose, especially at this level,
Yeah. I mean, that's key, because it's just a matter of if you have that many kids who can score, it's hard to defend. You can't, double team 1 or 2 kids and think you got this win in your pocket if you keep them to 15 points, because you got 2 other kids who are also scoring 15 points.
All right, Merch, great game. Saturday.
Great game. Yeah,
we live to see another day.
Yeah. Saturday's going to be exciting. We don't know yet. We have no idea, because the other game's just starting.
It's just starting. Yeah,
7 o'clock. So Windham taking on Plainfield. Griswold has had a very good season against Plainfield, but not so good against Windham.
No.
They're 0-2 against Windham, 2-0 against Plainfield. But again, I think we saw a little bit different. We saw a little bit different team tonight that will, no matter who they play on Saturday, they're going to show up. They're going to show up on Saturday, and they're going to be a different team than we've seen the last 5 games.
I think you're right. Okay, so we'll see you Saturday right here on SNSN. Myself, Mike Minarski, Kevin the Merchant, John Harden on the camera. Your final score, Wolverines by 20. They move on in the ECC tournament to go to the semifinals on Saturday, 74-54. Thanks a lot for joining us, everyone. We'll see you on the radio tomorrow morning, and also, once again, Saturday for semifinal ECC tournament action.